Let's see, how many days till football starts? Alright folks, welcome back to another exciting episode of the D.Bell Sports Podcast. I thought we'd talk about some of the top stories coming out of offseason. Number one, the O-line is doing well. Good. Cooper Beebe apparently is going to play center. His offensive line coach, Mike Solari, told him, hey, you need to get comfortable at this position. He's like, all right. Looks like they're looking toward him and not Brock Hoffman to start that position, which, hey, whoever the best person is, put them there. Tyler Guyton is looking to play left tackle, replacing Tyron Smith, who went to the Jets. And, well, it looks like he's doing really well, but he's going up against Myles Garrett for his first game, and well, that's going to be rough. So good luck, guys. CeeDee Lamb holdout. Now, CeeDee Lamb hasn't been to OTAs yet. Looks like he's holding out due to a contract dispute. Wants to see how much Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins are going to get paid. T. Higgins here might get franchise tags, so we're really waiting to see how much Justin Jefferson is making. And then CeeDee Lamb is going to jump in and say, hey, I want to make more than him. So we'll see what happens. But he's first team All-Pro last year, second team All-Pro the year before, and has 3 Pro Bowls in 4 seasons. He had 122 receptions last year in the regular season and 1,651 yards, both franchise records. So he's going to want to get as much as he can, of course. Dak backs him, which of course that's his quarterback. And, well, this worked for Zach Martin, who in the offseason held out to renegotiate his contract. So we'll see what happens. Trey Lance is doing well in camp, that's great. We need a good backup quarterback. And oh wait, we have Cooper Rush, don't we? Keep forgetting about that guy. Let's not forget, Cooper Rush has been a solid backup for us. And after all those years with Tony Romo and the backup situation being a little iffy, Matt Castle, Brendan Whedon, Kyle Orton, I mean, you know, it's good to have a good QB2. He will be competing for that QB2 spot, but of course Cooper is the QB2 right now, and he's not going to want to go back to, he's not going to want to go to that QB3 position, you know, especially since everyone was saying how well he did in Dak's absence in 2022, and, you know, people were saying, oh, he might start for a team, you know, at the beginning of the 23 season. It's good that Trey Lance is doing so well in camp, so I guess we'll have to keep an eye on that QB2 battle. If Dak is not on the team next year, then he'll definitely be competing for QB1 in 2025. Marvin Overshown recovering from injury. Marvin Overshown is coming off a torn ACL from last year's preseason. Apparently he's been working out, added 12 pounds of muscle, which is great. You know, kid's ready to play now, which hopefully he'll be medically cleared soon so he can go to practice. And, well, it looks like he might be on a weak side linebacker. So looking forward to seeing him play, watching him at Texas. I'm very excited. Mozzie Smith, is he ready to step it up? Well, he's been rehabbing after his shoulder injury. Apparently before the season last year, he lost about 30 pounds, which is not good. He needs that weight, that muscle to compete at the defensive tackle position. So he needs to put on some more weight. But hopefully he'll be ready by training camp in late July. Hopefully he can emerge as a bigger piece of the defense this year. Jalen Tolbert and Jalen Brooks emerge. Now, we have 2 Jalens on our team. Jalen Tolbert is trying to get that wide receiver 3 position. We picked him up in round 3 of the 2022 draft from South Alabama. And so far, he has 2 touchdowns and 280 yards receiving. Jalen Brooks, we got in the 7th round last year out of South Carolina. I think he's going to try to compete for that wide receiver 4 slot. He did not play a lot last year. He played a little bit, but you know, apparently both are doing well in OTAs, which is really good. Michael Gallup is no longer with the team, so both players have to step it up. And right now, CeeDee Lamb is not there, so both players are going to be getting more reps. I'm going to keep track of what's going on all offseason. especially OTAs now that they're happening. So I'm going to give you guys more updates as we go along. As the offseason progresses, I'm excited to see what these players can do. I'm also excited for football season to start. Some things you really don't know what will happen until the players hit the field. We praise all these players. We can praise them all until the cows come home, but, you don't really know until they start playing. It's 103 days to that September 5th game, so let's keep those spirits high. We got to keep rooting for our boys who are killing it out in practice. They're out there trying to make sure that we can have the best season we can possibly have. I can't wait for that September 5th game. It's going to be so exciting, and our first game starts September 8th against the Cleveland Browns. I can't wait, but until then, of course, go Cowboys.